smart people, Mr. H here. In this video, I'm going to walk you through Aleks 6-2 solving system by substitution. All right, substitution, what does it mean? Substitution means plug in. You replace something with something else. So we're going to look at the first problem. Solve for x, y equal to x minus 4, and y is 7. Okay, so y equal to x minus 4. They also tell you y is 7. So you're going to take this 7 and plug it in place of y. So that will be 7 equal to x minus 4. So now what we're going to do is isolate the x. We try to get x by itself. We try to solve for x. So we're going to do it at 4 on both sides. We do opposite operation. So x equal to 11 is the final answer. So 7 plus 4 is 11. That's it. Check. Perfect. Now we're going to look at one more example, number 2. Okay, so y minus x is 16. Y minus x equal to 16. And they say x is 11. So we're going to take this number and plug it in place of x. So keep in mind that, because we're going to see a bigger problem. So keep in mind that the first letter right here will tell you where to plug this number in. So x is 11, you plug it in place of x, or you replace x by 11. So we have y minus x will be replaced by 11. Okay, equal to 16. And we're going to solve for y. Like we did last time, we're going to do the opposite operation. We're going to add 11 on both sides. So that will give you y equal to 27 as the answer. Excuse me. Easy. All right, we're heading to problem number 3. Okay, so solve for x, y equal to 2x, and y equal to 20. So it's kind of similar like the last one, but this time both equation has y by itself. But the idea stay the same. Y is 20, so you're going to plug 20 in place of y. That would be 20 equal to 2x. And we solve for x by divide 2 on both sides. 20 divided by 2 give you 10 equal to x. 2 divided by 2 is gone. All right, so that will give you x equal to 10. Number 4, solve system of equation. So this look kind of similar like the last problem. Both equation has y by itself. So what we're going to do is the first letter will tell you where to plug this in. So we're going to plug x plus 45 in place of y. Okay, so first what I'm going to do is I'm going to write down the first equation, y equal to 5x plus 13. And then we just said that we replace y by x plus 45. So this will go into x plus 45 go in place of the y equal to 5x plus 13. All right, so what we're going to do is solve for x. For right now, you have x on both sides of the equation. Okay, this x without a coefficient means that is 1. That is 1x. We want to bring x to the same side. I prefer to bring the small numbers to the bigger one so that we have a positive answer instead of bring the bigger one to the smaller one. So what I'm going to do is subtract 1x on both sides. Okay, that will give us 45 equal to 4x plus 13. And continue solving for x. I will subtract 13 on both sides because positive 13 minus 13 is 0. You can cross those out. 45 minus 13 will give you 32 and bring down the 4x. Now to isolate the x, you're going to divide by 4 on both sides. So 32 divided by 4 is 8. X equal to 8 as the final answer. x equal to 8. But that not is not done yet. We still have to solve for y. Okay, as you know that this is two linear line, they're gonna cross as a point, which have x and y coordinate. So far we have the x coordinate. We need to solve for y. So what we're gonna do is take this equation. Take this answer, x equal to 8, plug it into either the top equation or second, the first or second equation. It doesn't matter which one you plug in. I would choose the second one because it looked easier, x plus 45. So it's straightforward. Compared to 5x, we mean that it's going to be 5 times 8. We want to plug in the second one. It's easier in this case. Y equal to x plus 45. So we're going to replace x by 8, which is our answer. 8 plus 45. That will give you 353. And that's it. This is 53. All right, we're going to check our answer. Okay, here we go. That's right. I want to make sure that we understand what's going on here. So I'm going to do is, oh, I cannot do that, huh? Never mind. Number 5, solve the system of equation. So same idea, nothing changed. Y equal to 9x, you can put 9x in place of y, or 5x plus 24, bring it up. Either way, it still give you the same answer. So 9x equal to 5x plus 24, and we're gonna solve for x. We're gonna bring one of them over to the other side. Subtract 5x on both sides. That will give you 4x equal to 24. And to solve for x, we're going to divide by 4 on both sides. X equal to 6. All right. So that is not done yet. We need to solve for y. So what we're going to do is take this number and plug it in place of the first or second equation. I would choose the first equation this time because it's simpler. It's just 9 times 6, then you get your answer. Instead of 5 times 6 plus 24 is way more steps. Y equal to 9x, and we have x is 6. That means 9 times 6, that will be 54. So your y value is 54. And your x value is 6. Check. All right. All right, number 6. It just repeat what we just did. So I'm going to skip number 6. Let's see number 7. Okay, number 7 is a little bit different than number 6. So I'm going to do number 7. So substitution. We have, give me 1 second. We have x equal to 2y plus 4 and 4x plus 5y equal to 3. What do you think? Do you have any idea? Okay. If you pay attention, I've been saying that the first letter by itself will tell you where to plug this in. This group will plug in place of x. X equal to 2y plus 4. So this go in place of x. Now, I'm going to write this down. 4x plus 5y equal to 3. And we just said that x will be replaced by 2y plus 4. So x will be replaced by 2y plus 4. Okay, then we bring down the rest. Now, some of you may ask me, what happened to the 4? That is the correct question. What happened to the 4? So what we're going to do is, I make it too light. What happened to this 4? So what we're going to do is we're going to bring it down and keep the thing that we just plug in the parenthesis. So that will be 4 times 2y plus 4. Only x be replaced by 2y plus 4. The coefficient will stay the same. You're going to bring it down and multiply them. Okay, so what we're going to do is solve for y. We distribute 4 into parentheses. That will be 8y plus 16 plus 5y equal to 3. Okay, so 5y and 8y, they are like term. They both have y. That will give you 13y plus 16. We're going to bring it down, and 3, we're going to bring it down. Continue solving for y. We're going to subtract 16 on both sides. That will give you 13y equal to negative 13. And we divide 13 on both sides. Y equal to negative 1 as our answer. Okay. Then we're going to take this and plug it into either first or second equation. I will choose the first one because x already by itself. X equal to 2y plus 4. And our y is negative 1. That would be 2 times negative 1 plus 4. That would be negative 2 plus 4, which is positive 2. So the answer is negative 1 and positive 2. All right. The hard part of this one is you replace x with 2y plus 4 in the middle, somewhere in the middle of the equation. Is not like the last time when both y by itself or just one number. Yet right now you have to plug in binomial, which means 2 terms in place of one single letter. More practice you will see is more easier. Kind of you get used to work with those complicated things. All right, I did something wrong here. Let's find out. A 16, 5y, 13, that 3, negative 13, negative 1. Oh, I put thing in the wrong place, huh? X is 2, y is negative 1. Okay. So that what happened. When you do something wrong, please do not erase everything because it doesn't mean everything is wrong. You have to go back and see what is wrong. Try to find your mistake because you will do better next time. You won't make the same mistake. Same thing for teacher. For me and for any math class you take in the future, even in college. If you do something wrong, do not erase everything. Go through it again. If you cannot find out and you don't have enough time to redo everything, leave it there. You will have partial credit. That's the tip for college. Again, do not erase everything if you don't think that you can get it done before time, especially on the test. Okay. All right, so we're going to look at this question. Negative 5x plus 4y equal to negative 25. Y equal to 2x plus minus 7. Y equal to 2x plus 7. Where do I plug this in? You're going to plug it in place of y because y by itself, y equal to this. You're going to plug it in place of y. So negative 5x plus 4y equal to negative 25. The y will be replaced with 2x minus 7. This y will be replaced with 2x minus 7. So the rest going to stay the same. So negative 5x plus 4, don't forget the 4, equal to negative 25. All right, so what now we're going to do is distribute 4 into parentheses. Okay, so that will give us ax minus 28 equal to negative 25. And we bring down negative 5x. All right, so what we're going to do is combining like term. That will give you 3x minus 28 equal to negative 25. Okay, then we try to get x by itself. We're going to add 28 on both sides. That will give you 3x equals to 3. And we divide by 3 on both sides, so x equal to 1. Right, then we're going to solve for y. The equation is y equal to 2x minus 7. And we know x is 1. That would be 2 times 1 minus 7. That would be 2 minus 7, which is negative 5. So our answer is, now I would be more careful on my put in the numbers. X is 1, so x is 1, and y is negative 5. All right, check. Okay, looks good. Problem 9. Okay, so it's similar like what we did. So I'm going to skip 9. I'm going to go to 10. All right, now it's look a little bit different. Number 10. Trey is rent a car for a week. He can choose one of two plans. The first plan has initial fee is 51, okay, and the cost additional 0.13 cents per or sorry, $0.13 per mile driven. So before we get into this, I want to make sure you still remember the following information. An equation that we're doing right now is linear equation. Is y equal to mx plus b. Okay, the b will tell you the beginning, right? When you graph it, start to tell you the starting point, the beginning. Normally go with something, say begin, start. What else? Already something that tell you the beginning. Like in this case, is initial fee is the beginning. Okay, the base amounts, something like that. M will tell you slope. M tell you slope, and slope normally tell you the pattern. Is go with every, per, each. So we're gonna look at the first one. The first plan has initial fee, which I just told you that is the beginning. Initial fee B is 51 and costs an additional $0.13 per mile. That is M, 0.13. So the equation that we're looking at is y equal to 0.13 x plus beginning is 51. Okay. The second plan has initial fee B is 46, costs an additional $0.15 per mile driven. So M is 0.15. So we're looking at something like this, 0.15x plus 46. Okay, and we solve it like we did. Okay, I'm about to erase this one. If you need to write down or you want to pause the video to make sure you have enough time to think, go ahead, do so. All right, the equation we're looking at like this. Y equal to 0.13x plus 51, and y equal to 0.15x plus 46. I think I said 15 twice. All right, so now we do is substitution. We're going to plug this in place of y. 0.13x plus 51 equal to 0.15x plus 46. Okay, then we try to get x by itself. We need x on the same side. This is 0.13. This is 0.15. So move the smaller one to the larger one. Subtract 0.13 on both sides. 51 equal to 0.02x. This really common mistake. A lot of people are going to give me 0.2. No, it's 0.0 because 1 minus 1, there's a 0 in the middle, right behind the decimal point. Plus 46. All right, so now what we're going to do is subtract 46 on both sides to isolate the x. Okay, so that will give us, borrow 1 from the neighbor. That will be 4, 5. 5 equal to 0.02x. And then we divide by 0.02 x. Oh, sorry, no x. 2. Okay. That will give us 5. divide by 0.02. I don't have a calculator with me, so I'm going to do traditional way. That would be 500 divided by 2. That will be 250. So x equal to 250. Okay. And x then for driven a car, initial fee is 51, is cost additional 13 cents per mile driven. So that will be 250 miles. Okay. All right. And we need to find. Okay. Question is what the amounts of driven for two planes cost the same. So the amounts of two planes cost the same is 250 miles. And what is the cost of two planes cost the same? So you're going to do is plug this in place of either top, the first one or the second one. So I choose the first equation to plug in. Y equal to 0.13x plus 51. That will be 0.13 times 250 plus 51. Now I need a calculator to save time. I can do this by hand, but then it's going to make my video longer. 0.13 times 250 is 32.5 plus 51. That will be $83.5. That's it. Okay, so here's our answer. That will be 250, and this will be 83.5. Check. Perfect. All right, problem 11. Let's see, 11 and 12. Okay, it's the same thing. All right, I'm going to go over 11, and probably on the 12, I will give you the equation. Kind of give you one more example how to set up the equation, but the solution or the steps do the same. A phone company offered two plans. Is cost 26 plus additional 0.14 for each minute of the call. So as you say that the plan cost $26, it didn't tell you any about beginning, initial, already, or the term that I gave you, but the slope will always go with each, every, and per. So we know this is M, 0.16. The other one will be initial cost. Y equal to 0.14x plus 26. Again, the slope always go with each. Plan B costs $10 plus additional 0.16 for each minute of calls. So that will be 0.16x plus 10. That's it. Then we're going to solve it like we did last time. That will be 0.14x plus 26 equal to 0.16x plus 10. We move the smaller number to the bigger one. So 0 minus 0.14, 0.14x, 26 equal to 0.02x plus 10. Then we minus 10 on both sides. That will give you 16 equal to 0.02x. Then we divide 0.02 on both sides. 16 divided by 0.02. Move the decimal point 2 places. You're going to add 2 zeros. So that will give you 800. So x equal to 800. 800 of what? 800 of minutes of call. 800 minutes. And how much does this cost for 800 minutes? You're going to do is take this and plug it in place of in place of x for the first equation or second. It doesn't matter which one you choose. That will be 0.14 times 800 plus 26. That will be times 800. That will be 112 plus 26. That will be 138. $138. All right, so this is 800 minutes, and this will be $138. Check. Perfect. So number 12 is the last example, but I just give you the equation instead of solve it through because the step is exactly the same. The sugar sweet company choose two company to transport the sugar to the market. The first company charged 4,495 to rent the truck plus additional fee of 250 cents for each ton of sugar. So I kind of more focus on each, every, and per. That will tell you your M. Your M is 250, so that will tell you this is going to be your B. Y equal to 200 plus 50. Sorry, 250 X plus 4,495. Same thing for the second part. The second company charged 6,500 to rent a truck plus additional fee for 125 cents for each ton of sugar. So each, that will be M. X plus beginning is 6,500. And that's it. Then you're going to solve it through. All right. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope this video helped you get your homework done easier. Thank you for watching and see you on the next video.